Look, I don't like tariffs as much as you do, right? But I just want to give a different perspective. If the threat of tariffs that haven't even been put in place yet can move the markets and cause all of these things to happen without them even going into place, then the simple threat of them has the ability to change how things happen. So even though I don't like my stock portfolio getting shellacked temporarily, you're talking about a 2.5 month span of time. In the next 2.5 months, will something change at the same degree? It's something to really consider, because in the event that you double the amount of time that Donnie's been in office, that he could have even made these decisions. If you double that amount of time, and they were completely resolved by then, and we got better rates, and he used the leverage to our advantage, would it look so stupid? All I'm saying is that people often look really stupid until they look really, really smart. And even though I don't like my portfolio going down, as I said, if it gets us, if it accomplishes the objective that we need, then I'm willing to experience 90 days or 120 days of being down on paper to achieve the objective. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is there was a man that went on Shark Tank that had a camera for his front door called Doorbot, which was a camera for your front door. He went on Shark Tank and they were like, why would anybody want a camera on their front door? I don't like it. Nobody invested. That company became Ring, and it sold to Amazon for $1 billion. And 5 years later, he became a shark on Shark Tank. You look dumb till you look fucking brilliant. Very important to remember. Barbara Corcoran became one of the most successful real estate brokers in the history of Manhattan. She did a deal with Trump, and she sued him because he screwed her out of her commission on a deal. She won the lawsuit, ended up getting paid by him, and she strongly despises him. But she has always said, and you can look it up, there's videos online, that Donald Trump is the best salesman and deal maker she's ever met in her life, because he understands how to identify the weakness of people and then exploit that weakness to achieve his goal. She said she's never seen anybody who has the ability to sell like he does. Now remember, this is a real estate broker in Manhattan, and she hates him, and she says that. So it's like, if you arguably have the world's greatest deal maker, is he wrong? Because the truth is that time will tell. And Donnie has nothing to prove, right? It's like, if it ends up shaking out that he was right about this, he knows that the legacy, the way that it's framed up in history, will be worth all the temporary pain in this period. So while everybody wants to dunk on him and be like, oh, the market's down, thanks, Donnie. It's like, if it successfully achieves the goal that he wants for America, not for himself, he's already rich. It's like, who's gonna get the last laugh? You know what I mean? Like, if I was fucking 80 years old, multi-billies, like, what would I care about? I wouldn't care about money. I would only care about legacy, you know? I would only care about my country, the way that they look at me. I would only care about the statue, the history book, you know? And I would wager that he's doing that. We'll see. And it's not to say that he's perfect, and it might not go the way that we think, but like, if you're gonna look at it in a perspective of 3 months or 90 days or whatever and say, the market's down, it's like, bro, the market does not move in 30 or 90 day increments. It moves in a much broader scope. So anybody that's invested long term, anybody that value invests, or, you know, isn't day trading or isn't a hedge fund, you know, like, you're probably good. And what it really does is it gives you the opportunity to buy high value assets at a discounted rate that have been influenced to be discounted, not based on market conditions, not based on the quality and the caliber of the company, not based on income, but on a frightened market. And rich people make money when the market goes up or the market goes down. I'm a buyer. You do whatever you want.